I'm feeling good, but before we get started, man, I just want to give a major apology, man, not only to the athletic commission, you know what I mean, for what I did and, pouring the prime over the top of my head. I was feeling a lot of emotions, but as well to the promotion because this is one of the best promotions on the planet. And, when we go out there and get those knockouts, we need to be professional with it. But then, yet again, the fighters as well because they had to wait for them to clean the cage up and stuff like that. So I just want to make a big apology to everybody for what I did, Real talk.
Well, thank you for saying that. We were actually curious if you knew that was prime. If we thought maybe you thought it was water.
No, I knew it was prime, and I should never did that because it burned my eyes a little bit.
Are you all sticky too? I can imagine.
Yeah, a little sticky. I'm gonna wash up in a minute.
So overall, what would you rate your performance tonight?
I give myself a high grade with that. I got touched a little bit. But I was able to show people that my chin ain't suspect. That I can take a punch. You know what I mean? That I can keep coming forward without being deterred or pushed back by anybody. I'm always gonna move forward, but at the same time, I don't want to get touched at the end of the day. So, but I think I got a high grade for this one. Yeah.
I mean, you already touched on the fact that you were really emotional after the win. Was that due to just the fact that the adrenaline was running and it was a great KO, or was
it was a lot of things. It was a lot of things I've been dealing with throughout the year, and of course, coming off those two losses. And I tell everybody what my mentality is. I feel like with you coming off of back-to-back losses, the UFC is a different type of game now. And be honest, it's a winning business. So if you ain't got no undefeated record and stuff like that, man, your job ain't safe, man. You got to keep going, keep pushing, and keep working for a win at all times. So. That's why.
How'd you feel in there in terms of the new weight class?
I felt good. I mean, how did I look?
Great.
Exactly. So my biggest thing is just like me at 185. It prepared me for this moment at 170, and just to show everybody like it's a new dog in town. You know what I mean? So New Master definitely got a new reign coming at the 170 division.
And we had a fighter in here a couple months ago who really had a lot of things to say about you. I'm not sure if you know who I'm talking about.
No, ma'am.
Abdul?
Oh, Abdul Razak? Yeah.
I'm just curious if you saw that interview, if you have any response?
Nah. Well, we were supposed to do a whole video. Unfortunately, he wouldn't fight on this card because he would have been another heavy hitter on this card, and I'm sure he would have got another knockout, and we would have had a good time, just going back and forth with one another, yeah.
And what about who's next for you, or when would you like to get back in there?
Like I said, man, I ain't trying to be no bully, Right now, I think, hey, my name speaks for itself, and if you want to make a name for yourself, holla at me, That's all I got to say.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Joaquin, how much pressure was on your shoulders going into this fight with, two losses, new weight class, a loss maybe out of the promotion? How much pressure did you put on yourself?
Like I said, I put a ton on myself. A lot of people try to put it on me. Even the UFC, I wouldn't even call it pressure, but, I don't know if y'all know this, but your boy about to be locked into the, like the UFC game. They took the game pictures for me and stuff like that to get my little blue, my look and the 3D little image and stuff like that. And I felt like, I got to show out for this fight, So my biggest thing is like I always put that pressure on myself to make sure that I always bring out my best potential, against anybody that I fight.
Is a rematch with Kevin Holland at welterweight?
There you go. Of course it is. But I don't call out Kevin Holland only because he been working. He been doing his thing. I feel like I still need a couple more fights before I get to Kev. But of course that's definitely a future fight. Yeah.
At weigh-ins yesterday, you were trying to get Andre to talk, but he was just kind of stone-faced.
Yeah. I mean, he said something. He said buckle up. So that's what I did. I buckled up for that ride. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna celebrate this?
You say again?
How are you going to celebrate this win?
Go to sleep. Yeah, man. Go night-night.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Congrats on the big win. Looking
Thank you.
fantastic at welter. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
In between rounds, what did your corners see, or what did you see with that opening with that high kick? 'Cause you got hands, but
Yeah. So Fiallo, he should have took the break when he had the opportunity when the referee stopped the fight, But he a dog. He said he was a dog, so he continued, and I just said, let me just pull this trigger, pull the triggers, threw the high kick, and it was there. And even though the referee did say stop, I didn't hear him, and then I just seen Fiallo's eyes still there, so I had to finish the job, But the referee pushed me back, and showed that the fight was over with, and I feel happy about the finish.
that's something real mean. I mean, not just a comment. That step over and that standing to ground strike, that has to be like one of the best highlights of your career. How do you take it to the next level off of that?
Which one?
The finish tonight.
Oh, okay. You think that was the best one?
So far.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Then we going crazy.
Can't wait. Congrats on the new weight class and
Thank you.
the big win.
Thank you. Thank y'all, bro.